and welcome to Kerry's Cards. This is just a very quick tutorial on how to use up some of your scrap pieces of paper in a way that you might not think to use them. So what I've done with some scraps that I've got here is I've created this little card that I put no sentiment on at the moment because you can choose what you want to do. But I want to show you ways in, if it's not quite right in what you've got, how you can hide things. So I'll just pop that one up there. We'll do a quick base card with the fresh freesia, but obviously use whichever colour will match up with your DSP. I'm going to do a standard base card, which is 5 3/4 by 8. And score at 4. So that gives me my base card. Now I know that I want that to fit on there, and it already is 1/4. It's the right size going across the top. So I'm going to cut that down to about there, even though I've got these big holes here that you'll see. So I'm going to cut it at about, so that's 4 inches. I'm going to cut it about 2.5 inches. Take those bits off over there. So this is going to be my top layer there. And then I also want a base layer to go across that. And again, I've got some little bits there where I've been cutting out my polar bears and penguins from the other side. But I want a nice green layer there. And I know that, again, I need to be 5 3/4. Sorry, it's 5 3/4 long, so I want 5 1/2. So I'm just going to cut that little bit off there. Move that one out of the way. And then I'm going to take that bit, so that marries up there. And I'm going to take some scissors. I'm going to freehand cut. Always makes me a little bit nervous, but please don't be. And cut where I think we might have hills. So it's a little bit wavy, so I'm going to make some little hills. Okay. And then that is going to go and pop over the top there. So I'm going to glue these two down. So you can see, we can still see the big hole that I've got there from where I've cut out other things. If you've got a solid piece, then that's brilliant, but don't be put off. And then I'm going to pop this green layer on top. Make sure that it's all lined up and you've got equal distance around the bottom. Oop. So now it's quite obvious that we've got that bit missing there, but the way to get around that is by strategically placing some of your cutout animals and shapes. I've got the foxes there, or I've picked up a couple of penguins. You might want to do something like that. I've got some trees that I've cut out that you could pop in the background. The other things I've got there you can pop on to make a little bit different is some stars. So don't be put off just because you've not got the big size to go all the way along the bottom by using some of your images or papers that you have. But that, as I said, is a very quick way in terms of utilising leftover pieces of card. The other thing you can do is, if you've got some other scraps, you could create a layer. So I'm going to go quite straight across the bottom that way. And then if you wanted to, you could 3D it by putting some foam pads on. Is that too white? Perfect. it looks like you've got some slopes and some hills in the background. And there you are. A finished card using lots of scraps. Many thanks for watching. Bye.